Gene Hackman, Oscar-winning actor and Hollywood legend, has passed away. Gene Hackman, the Academy Award-winning actor celebrated for his commanding presence and versatility across film genres, died in February 2025 at the age of 95. His passing from natural causes after a long life dedicated to cinema and storytelling marks the end of an era in Hollywood. His family shared a statement. Gene lived with dignity, discipline, and passion. He believed acting was about truth, and he gave that truth to audiences for decades. Career highlights. Hackman's breakthrough came with Bonnie and Clyde, 1967, where his role as Buck Barrow earned him his first Academy Award nomination. He won his first Oscar for Best Actor in The French Connection, 1971, portraying gritty Detective Jimmy Popeye Doyle in a performance that redefined the crime thriller genre. His second Oscar came for Best Supporting Actor in Unforgiven, 1992, Clint Eastwood's revisionist western, where Hackman played the ruthless sheriff Little Bill Daggett. Other iconic performances include Superman, 1978, as the unforgettable villain Lex Luthor, Hoosiers, 1986, as Coach Norman Dale in one of cinema's most beloved sports dramas, Mississippi Burning, 1988, a searing civil rights drama, The Royal Tenenbaums, 2001, where he brought humor and poignancy to the role of family patriarch Royal Tenenbaum. Legacy and cultural impact. Hackman was celebrated for his range and authenticity, seamlessly moving between heroes, villains, and complex antiheroes. His performances often carried a raw intensity, making him one of the most respected actors of his generation. He influenced countless performers with his dedication to craft, proving that charisma and subtlety could coexist on screen. Beyond acting, Hackman co-authored several novels, showcasing his creativity beyond Hollywood. A life beyond the screen. Hackman retired from acting in 2004, choosing a quieter life focused on writing, painting, and family. He lived privately in New Mexico, occasionally making public appearances, but largely stepping away from the spotlight. His life reflected a balance between artistic achievement and personal fulfillment, a rarity in Hollywood. Gene Hackman's death is not just the loss of an actor, it is the farewell to a cinematic giant whose work shaped modern film. His legacy reminds us that great acting is not about fame, but about the ability to inhabit characters so fully that they become unforgettable. Gene Hackman showed us that truth in performance is timeless. Roberta Flack, the voice of timeless soul, has passed away. Roberta Flack, the Grammy-winning singer celebrated for her tender ballads and soulful artistry, died in February 2025 at the age of 88. Her passing from natural causes after years of health challenges marks the loss of one of the most influential voices in American music history. Her family shared a statement. Roberta lived with grace and gave the world music that touched hearts across generations. She will be remembered not only for her voice but for the love and humanity she carried into every song. Career highlights. Flack rose to prominence in the early 1970s with her breakthrough hit, The First Time Ever I Saw Your Face, which won her the Grammy Award for Record of the Year in 1973. She followed with Killing Me Softly with a song, earning another Grammy and cementing her reputation as one of the greatest interpreters of love and emotion in music. Her collaborations with Donny Hathaway, including Where Is the Love and The Closer I Get to You, remain classics of soul and R&B. Over her career, she won 4 Grammy Awards and was inducted into the Grammy Hall of Fame, leaving behind a catalog that continues to inspire singers worldwide. Legacy and cultural impact. Flack's artistry was defined by her gentle, intimate vocal style, which contrasted with the powerhouse voices of her contemporaries and carved out a unique space in soul music. She became a pioneer for women in the industry, proving that subtlety and emotional depth could be as powerful as vocal strength. Her songs became cultural touchstones, often used in films, television, and tributes, underscoring their timeless resonance. Beyond music, she was a philanthropist and educator, supporting arts programs and mentoring young musicians. A life of music and meaning. Flack lived much of her later life quietly, focusing on family and advocacy while continuing to inspire through her recordings. In her final years, she faced health challenges, including ALS, which limited her ability to sing, but her legacy remained undiminished. Her life embodied the belief that music could be a force for healing, connection, and love. Roberta Flack's death is not just the loss of a singer, it is the farewell to a voice of tenderness and truth. Her songs will continue to echo across generations, reminding us that music, at its best, is a bridge between hearts. Roberta Flack taught us that love, sung softly, can be the loudest sound of all. Irv Gotti, hip-hop visionary and producer, has passed away. Irv Gotti, the influential music producer, record executive, and founder of Murder Incorporated Records, died in February 2025 at the age of 54. His passing from natural causes following health complications marks the loss of a figure who helped shape the sound of hip-hop and R&B in the early 2000s. His family shared a statement. Irv lived for music and for the artists he believed in. His passion and vision changed the industry, and his legacy will live on through the songs that defined a generation. Career highlights. Gotti began his career in the 1990s, working behind the scenes as a producer and A&R executive, helping launch careers of rising stars. In 1999, he founded Murder Incorporated Records, which quickly became one of the most successful labels of the early 2000s. Under his leadership, Murder Incorporated produced chart-topping hits for artists including Ja Rule, with anthems like Always on Time and Livin' It Up, Ashanti, whose debut album went multi-platinum and earned her a Grammy Award, collaborations with Jennifer Lopez, DMX, and other major artists that dominated radio and MTV. Gotti himself was known for his ear for hits, blending hip-hop beats with R&B melodies to create crossover success. Legacy and cultural impact. Irv Gotti was celebrated as a visionary producer and label head who helped define the sound of urban music in the early 2000s. His work gave rise to a wave of hip-hop/R&B collaborations that reshaped mainstream music. Beyond producing, he created the BET series Tales, which reimagined classic hip-hop songs as short films, showcasing his storytelling instincts. His influence extended beyond music, as he became a cultural figure representing ambition, resilience, and creativity in the face of industry challenges. A life of passion and hustle. Gotti's journey was marked by both triumphs and controversies, but he remained committed to his artists and his vision. He often spoke about his love for hip-hop as more than business. It was a movement and a lifestyle. His life embodied the philosophy that music could be both art and empowerment, giving voice to stories that might otherwise go unheard. Irv Gotti's death is not just the loss of a producer, it is the farewell to a cultural architect who helped shape the sound of a generation. His legacy will continue to echo in the beats, lyrics, and melodies that define the early 2000s and beyond. Irv Gotti proved that vision and passion can turn music into history. Michelle Trachtenberg, the actress best known for her roles in Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Gossip Girl, died unexpectedly in New York City on February 26, 2025, at the age of 39. Her passing shocked fans and the entertainment industry, as the cause of death was officially ruled undetermined by the New York City Medical Examiner's Office. Career highlights. Trachtenberg began acting as a child, appearing in commercials before landing her breakout role as Harriet the Spy, 1996, which made her a household name among young audiences. She gained further fame as Dawn Summers on Buffy the Vampire Slayer, 2000 to 2003, where she played the younger sister of Sarah Michelle Gellar's character. In the mid-2000s, she transitioned into more mature roles, including her memorable turn as Georgina Sparks on Gossip Girl, a character beloved for her chaotic energy and dramatic flair. Her film credits include Eurotrip, 2004, Ice Princess, 2005, and appearances in independent projects that showcased her versatility. Circumstances of her passing. On February 26, 2025, police responded to a 911 call at Trachtenberg's New York City apartment, where she was found unresponsive. Paramedics pronounced her dead at the scene. The medical examiner's office later ruled her cause of death undetermined. noting that her family declined an autopsy for religious reasons. This ruling means there was insufficient or conflicting information to determine whether her death was natural, accidental, or otherwise. Legacy and cultural impact. Trachtenberg's career spanned over 3 decades, and she became a cult favorite among fans of genre television and teen dramas. Her performances often balanced vulnerability with intensity, making her characters memorable and relatable. She was admired for her ability to transition from child star to adult actress while maintaining a strong presence in Hollywood. Her sudden death at such a young age has sparked tributes from colleagues and fans who remember her as a talented performer with a unique screen presence. Michelle Trachtenberg's death is not just the loss of an actress. It is the farewell to a performer who grew up on screen and left an indelible mark on pop culture. From Harriet the Spy to Buffy and Gossip Girl, her roles defined eras of television and film, and her legacy will continue to resonate with audiences who grew up watching her. Michelle Trachtenberg reminded us that even the most complex characters could be played with heart.